Hello, everyone. Welcome to the No One Cares podcast. We are your hosts, Alina, Alex, and Lexi. We're your chronically online besties. During today's episode, we're going to talk about things marketing, social media, pop culture, news, pretty much anything that has to do with, Instagram, TikTok, and all that fun stuff. But today, though, we have an incredible guest. Say hello to La Yuli.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
I'm good.
We've been trying to get you on this podcast for a long time.
Really?
Yes, but then you broke your wrist. Her excuse, I can't drive, call me later. I'm like, okay.
The wrist, finals, everything.
How is it? Is it healed?
It's pretty healed, yeah. I'm doing physical therapy.
It looks spectacular.
You think so? I feel like it's so swollen and gross, but hey, I can move it, I can drive.
But what happened to your wrist?
I know. How did this happen to you?
So I was driving. I actually went to Dunkin' to go get a coffee, okay? And I was just driving, and some girl didn't wait for the arrow or the, what do you call that? The arrow or?
The light,
The light, I don't know. So I had the green light. I have to say this because for legal reasons, I had the green light. She turns into me. She T-bones me. My airbags broke my wrist. We're in the middle of the street. I'm crawling through my driver's side. Or not my driver, my passenger, because obviously her car is like, whatever. My car's calling 911. I'm in a state of shock, and the lady's talking to me, and I'm like, I don't know. I know we're in a crash. I don't know. So I get out. I'm in the middle of the street with no shoes on, because I had left my shoes, like, chancletera as fuck. I was wearing a little gym set. You know when you're home, and you just wear whatever? I wore that, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a coffee. It was prime time, like, 6 p.m. traffic. I'm in the middle of the street, no shoes on. The girl gets out. I'm like, why would you do this? She ignores me. A nurse gets out of traffic to help us. I feel like I'm having a panic attack. I'm like, I've never done this before. Like, it's horrible. And then I call my mom because I didn't want anybody else to call my mom because she's gonna get worried, So I'm like, hey, mom. She's like, what happened? I was like, I just got into a crash. And she starts screaming. So yeah.
I'm never driving again.
You'll be okay.
Alex already can't drive, so this just added to her driving fear.
I'm gonna leave my car here. I'm gonna Uber home. I don't care.
Sorry.
Someone else, if anyone wants to pick up my car, it's free. I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna Uber everywhere.
No, I didn't want to invoke trauma, but yeah, people don't know how to drive, and airbags fuck you up. So
And this is how we're starting the episode.
listen, I couldn't put my hair up in a ponytail by myself. Couldn't wash my hair for a while. My mom had to do that for me.
Oh, no.
Couldn't drive. Couldn't write. I had to learn. I started my master's program with a broken wrist.
Did you learn how to write with your left hand?
A little bit, yeah.
So you broke your right one? Yeah.
Yeah, I broke my right one, which is
my
weird
gosh.
because like she hit me from the side. Bro.
Who knows? Who knows?
Shout out to her though. I have a new talent. I can do something with my left hand.
Shout out to her, the nurse, the barefootedness. I'm
My
surprised you didn't make it on
orthopedic
Only in
surgeon.
Dade.
I'm surprised too, because I was literally giving ratchet chancletera. I was literally with no shoes on, with a little tight-ass gym set in the middle of the road. So when you go get your coffee, you fucking dress up.
Put clothes on.
Put some
Damn,
clothes on, put some sneakers.
honestly, I'd be leaving my house in some tragic conditions.
Yeah, because you're just gonna go pick me up, you know?
Yeah, I go to UPS and I'm like, I'm so sorry guys that I look like this.
Yeah, my local Publix has seen me in some tragic conditions.
Yeah.
Girl, and then my car is in the middle of the street. Obviously, we're in a crash, and people are beeping at the cars.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
like,
they don't
y'all
care.
not see
They're like,
that
get
there's
out of
no
the
one
way.
in there? But yeah.
Alex is about to have a panic attack
I'm-
right
Yeah,
here.
it's okay. I'm mute. I've
Yo,
literally
yo.
been silenced by that story. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you're good.
I'm glad it was just a broken wrist. It could have been a lot worse.
That is very true.
Oh my God, what a lighthearted story.
It's okay. So anyway, usually whenever we have a guest, we usually just go straight into the guest. But you guys, we have so much to talk about. So many things have happened in the span of, I think, like 4 days.
I'm
online.
literally exploding to speak about certain topics.
Okay.
I can't explain it.
Okay. So we're going to start off really strong because it just happened today. Today's Tuesday, the 12th, in case this comes out later. Benny Blanco has been chosen as People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year.
Be
That's
so
a
fucking for
crime.
real. Just be so fucking for real.
That's insane.
When I said that I liked medium ugly men, this isn't what I meant.
No, but he's
at
not.
all.
He's not medium ugly.
He's
No,
just
like
ugly.
this is
Ugly.
this is like embarrassing for People Magazine. Like this discredits any other thing that they've ever written. Like how much did he pay you guys? Like you know how Cowie Burger is paying people to say that it's good. Benny Blanco is paying People Magazine to say that he's the sexiest man alive.
I feel like it was sabotage because I feel like they're just gonna make people bully him even more. Even he says that he's like, sorry, Benny Blanco, but even he's like, oh yeah, I know that I'm ugly. I feel like someone did it on purpose to sabotage him because this is literally criminal.
But
Someone
honestly,
heard
it's kind of iconic though.
Someone heard me say Selena Gomez was the biggest loser, and they said Benny Blanco's gonna top this for hold my beer.
Why is Selena the biggest loser? I want to know.
Oh my god, because I just hate her. Like, how do you go from being Alex Russo, who's like so cool and like literally an icon, to now like you're however old and you're still liking fan edits of your relationship with Justin Bieber, and then making yourself a victim and making Hailey seem like the bad guy when she's like, this is my husband. Like, are you okay? And so I just think that her victim mentality is wild.
No, that's true. That's true.
However, though, since you just said it right, like Benny Blanco's always called himself ugly. The article is actually really sweet. He's just like a little hard to look at.
But
it's
his personality
kind
is
of
sexy.
iconic,
You know,
yeah.
I feel like we've all dated some questionable men.
But not
Well,
like
we're-
that.
Alex is like, don't insult my taste.
Yeah, like don't group me in with it. We all have. Like,
I mean, we've
not
all,
me.
we've all been done dirty by an ugly man, but like, I don't
That
know.
hurts, bro.
He looks
If
like
he
he
does
needs
her
a
dirty,
shower.
I hope not. But he seems like they seem kind of perfect together. Like in the little bits of interviews that I've seen of them. I mean, I don't know how much I actually believe much of Hollywood relationships, but
What's
Honestly,
his background? Is he Hispanic at all?
I mean,
What's the last name?
is Benny Blanco a stage name or is it
I don't know actually.
Benny Blanco?
Is he Benito? I don't know. I actually have no idea. Let me Google this real
Maybe
quick.
he has a good personality. That's
That's
what makes
what
it
it
sexy.
seems like, yeah.
Maybe that's what I haven't read the article, but maybe that's how they're trying to spin it.
So
I
the
don't know.
article-
I didn't read the article either. I was appalled when I saw his
She was
face.
like,
I was
"Fuck
like,
that." What's
Yeah.
worse, Benny Blanco or Pura Vida? I've seen your TikToks.
well, you see, totally different. But like, if you honestly, I'd rather drink a Pura Vida iced coffee than like look at pictures of Benny Blanco.
And the pictures from people also like don't
No,
do
like
him
his
any
whole
favors.
nasty foot in
Have you
the
seen
thing.
these,
I was
Yuli?
like, put your dogs away. I literally put your,
Okay, who would you guys say is the sexiest man of the year?
Harry Styles.
Of the year.
But I'm
Here's us.
of the world, of the eternity, of the universe.
Who is the sexiest man of the
Benny
year?
Blanco's
now for
from
me?
Virginia, just in case anybody wants to
that's
know.
so interesting.
But people were saying like, do you know the actor that came out in the new like documentary for Monsters? That their edits and stuff, like people were like, oh, maybe it's gonna be
Nicholas
him.
Chavez.
Oh, but that's
Cooper.
not like sexiest man of. I don't know. I feel like they
Well,
usually
he's
give-
definitely more than Benny
No, he
Blanco.
definitely is.
But I feel like people is always whack about these because they'll do it to like these, I guess like older people who like haven't even had a big year. Like it should have been Pedro Pascal like a year or two ago, and they gave it to like Ryan Reynolds. Like
Yeah.
Okay,
they gave it to
whatever.
Blake Shelton once too,
yeah,
which I was like, okay.
yeah.
He's
I
not an
don't
ugly
know.
man, but like,
Sexiest? I don't know. That's hard.
I would have given it to Jalen Hurts.
Wait, I don't know who that
Good
is.
The
call.
football player. Yeah, he's.
Alex doesn't know anybody, so you got to give her background.
Can I see a picture?
I got you.
Maybe I'm a face person, not like a name person.
Listen, I'm
that
not a
you
sports
would know.
girl either.
Honestly, like it could have been Travis Kelsey. Like it could have been
Oh, it really could-
anybody.
wait,
It could have
yeah,
been
that's
hot
my
take.
thing, Travis
Hot
Kelce.
take. It could have been Jason Kelsey.
Yes, I would have gone. for
Honestly,
that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't know
And
what
he's
he looks
a
like.
good-looking
I got
man
you, I
too.
got you.
But Travis Kelsey should have been. Second
Yeah,
man. It
like
just makes
oh,
sense.
he
There's
would
so
have been
many
a
people having
spectacular
huge
option.
years. I'm like,
We
I like him.
right.
Jalen Hurts.
He's so cute.
Has
He's
Alex's
married, I
stamp of
think.
approval.
Or
Ah,
he
he's
has a fiance.
married?
Yeah. He seems wholesome though.
You sound so disappointed.
I am.
As if you had any choice, like any chance there.
Maybe she did.
Not anymore.
This is Jason Kelsey.
Better than Benny Blanco.
He looks like a little teddy bear. Cute.
Him and his wife have like the cutest love story. They met on
Also,
Tinder and
like,
he was wasted on their very
can,
first date.
can you imagine how iconic Kylie Kelsey's content would have been if her husband was nominated People's Sexiest Man? Like,
Yeah.
Did
Ma-
Selena react to it? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, I think when I like quickly looked through it, she was like really happy that like people recognize that he's also really sexy. I'm like, no, nobody's recognizing that.
She probably was the one that paid People
Blink,
Magazine.
Probably.
blink twice if you need help. Anyone at People Magazine?
People Magazine, report back.
No, like
What
actually,
happened
like,
here?
like please, like just someone, just send me. If you DM me just a number that he paid you guys, like I'll be happy. Like just DM me a number and be like, oh, okay, like when you're
For sure, all that stuff is
money.
paid off.
Yeah, of
For
course.
Sure.
Has to be.
Yeah. Anyway, it's funny because we wrote on here Dave Portnoy should have also been the sexiest man of the year.
Yeah, I could get
can
behind
see
that,
that.
one as well.
Especially
I can
with
see that.
the kick he's had this year, which is a great segue. Lexi, I'll let you take this away. Zach
Oh my
Bryan.
God.
Yuli, do you know anything that's going on with Zach Bryan?
And chicken fry, yeah.
Zach Bryan.
So,
First
Zach
of all,
Brown-
I will say, I'm so sorry to the people who listen to country music, but like, I didn't know who this man was until he dated the icon that is Brianna Chicken Fry. And like, to be completely honest, he looks like any other little white boy. And like, it's like embarrassing that he's so famous. But anyway, should we get into what he actually did?
In my defense, I never really liked his music. It was just too depressive.
Yeah.
My cousin would play it and I'm like, dude, I'm not that sad. Like, I need you to take this off.
Is that when How Lucky Are We? Because
Yes.
I've heard that song on TikTok. Is that like a love song or a sad song?
It's a diss.
It's
No.
great. No, you're talking about Pink Skies.
Wait.
No, you're talking.
No, I would.
Because it sounds
No.
really depressing. Like it's a nice song, but
All
I'm like,
of his songs are like romantically depressing.
Oh, that's a
All of
real
them.
song.
Yes. He wrote a real song based off. I'm pretty sure Brie had the tattoo first, and then
That's
he
what I saw
wrote
on
the
TikTok.
song.
Wait.
And then he wrote Pink Skies about Grace's grandma's funeral.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that he had a song that was "How Lucky Are We." I thought that was just like the Dave Portnoy diss track.
No, that's why it's How Lucky Is Brie to be free.
I'm about to sneeze.
that's fire.
Hey,
No,
that's
they
a good
ate.
one.
They
Hey,
ate.
with that.
Okay, anyways, so
Sorry.
like,
Okay, let's give background for anybody who is listening that may not know what the heck is going on the internet. Lexi, and I'll let you talk about this. Lexi's been like this the whole weekend.
okay, so
about, like,
basically,
talking about
this
this.
ugly loser ass man was dating this beautiful woman named Brianna Chicken Fry, and it like came out that they broke up. And actually, it came out that he was on Riot. We talked about it on the podcast.
Yes, we did.
And then whatever they broke up, he made this statement, and then he offered Brie $12 million to not speak about their relationship. She turned down the money, which is a baller ass move. And then she spoke about it on the BFFs pod, which is like honestly an amazing podcast. Like I've been listening since the beginning.
I have never listened to a single episode.
Oh my god, it's so good. Dave
I
is
thought it was
so
creepy
funny.
at first for Dave to have a podcast with somebody so much younger than him.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
on
be so
it.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was her and her friend only.
No, she
That's
so
another
she has a
one.
podcast that's Plan Brie. It's just her and Grace, and then she's on BFFs with Josh Richards and Dave Portnoy.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Josh Richards is like 13 years old and Dave Portnoy is like 50.
Honestly, it's so funny, and
I'm
Dave
exaggerating,
Dave
but-
doesn't know anything about anything. Like kind of how Alex doesn't know anybody. Dave also doesn't, and he'll like he mispronounces everything. It's a great podcast. Okay,
I'm
anyway,
gonna watch it. Would you guys have taken money?
No,
no.
I don't think so.
because I think she can end up making so much more money than the $12 million that she was offered because of so much of the shit that he's done, and we know so little of it right now.
Exactly.
know?
I like realistically like think about how Brooke Schofield did the Clinton Kane like expose, and they were all in the creator fund. Like she was monetizing off of 20 million plus views. Like Brianna could do the same thing.
I also feel like she would have taken the money, then he comes out with an album, disses her, says all his stuff, and she can't say anything. Like, obviously it looks, okay, yeah, $12 million. Like, okay, I talk about my ex for free, whatever. It sounds great to take it. But then when you see that he makes music, I feel like he would take that route, like make a whole album just dissing her, and then you
Oh,
can't say anything.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's being really nice though. I would have been destroying his life.
No, same.
The video of him yelling at Grace would have already been on the internet, already monetized. I would have had like billboards of it flying. Like I would have figured out some way to make the entire world see it. Like I would have paid for a Super Bowl commercial ad. Like I would be ruining this man's life. Like there's no tomorrow.
And also, I would never let a man like make me shut the fuck up. Like I do not care how much money it is. If a man wants me to not talk, that's gonna make me want to talk even more.
Exactly. Like,
You
I'll
know?
tell my
True.
Uber about it. So
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think I could be held. Like,
There is a TikTok theory that Grace apparently signed the NDA because
She commented
Brianna-
and said that she didn't though.
Okay, never mind then. Because
Yeah, I
Brianna
saw
was
it
like,
too.
that video will not ever see the light of day.
I think she just is saying that it won't see the light of day because she's like still like
Protecting him.
and she's still probably protecting him because like being in a relationship like that is super traumatizing. So like when you're out, it's like you feel like in Finding Nemo when all the fish are still in the bags, but they're in the ocean and they're like, okay, now what?
no, and she obviously still loves him. Like, you just got a relationship, so she doesn't.
Yeah,
probably
and that kind of
wanna
stuff
hurt him.
is not black and white at all. And I think at least for me, I think everyone has either dated a Zach Bryan or seen a friend date a Zach Bryan, where like none of those positions like are fun to be in. And it's hard, right? Because I'm sure it wasn't bad all the time. I remember somebody in college told me like, oh, this like they were a friend of mine came for advice and they're like, oh, my girlfriend, like the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And those relationships make you feel so extreme all the time that it's hard to be like, that person is evil when the highs were so high, I'm sure. So I'm sure even she doesn't want to talk about 100%
I'm
of
sure she's
everything.
also embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like we've all come out of a relationship and been like, damn, I don't really want to tell anyone that happened because like that's embarrassing. But
like looking back, you're like, how did I even ever tolerate
Or like
that?
when you're
how
telling
do
your
I admit
friends,
that?
and then you're like, damn, like
when you hear it back and you're like, oh
like
shit.
I put up with a lot of shit. Like
For free, no one's offering us 12 million.
Yeah, no, but I would be ruining his life.
did he get on Raya while they were dating, or was
Like
it
the
right
second
after?
after he
The day
posted that they broke up.
No,
Yeah.
he only
Ew.
posted that they broke up because like he got caught on Raya, which is like so stupid. Like you're literally so fucking famous and you think that you're just gonna reactivate your Raya and no one's gonna find out.
And babe, like I'm sure they're connecting with you. They're matching with you because you're famous.
Exactly. And because they're gonna be like, oh my god, he's dating Brianna, so let me screenshot this and let me go viral on TikTok. Like, come on.
I mean, it's smart.
Like
From
what
like a
happened with
regular,
Cody
schmegular
Ford.
person, yeah.
You guys
With
remember
who?
that tea? The Cody Ford, Tiana, and then a girl.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was
Went to his
crazy.
game and posted.
I don't know who you guys are talking about.
Yo menos.
It's a lot of lore.
I know. There's so
There's
much
a lot
lore.
of
It's
lore.
like you guys really don't know who Tiana Robillard is?
And Cody Ford, and then the breakup.
Again, another beautiful woman giving a mid-ass man a chance and him doing her dirty. This is like old, but they were like engaged and he basically got caught cheating on her. And like she was like, he was in the NFL. And so he was like slipping and sliding in the DMs and it got back
As
to
they
her.
do.
Which again, there's nothing wrong with slipping and sliding if you're single.
Yeah.
They love Raya though. Anyways.
Do you have any personal experience? That laugh was like deep.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. I gotta get offered $12 million to talk about it. No, I'm just kidding.
There we go.
But yeah.
That's okay. Anyway, yeah, no, the internet's been going crazy. I want to see her, I think, okay, do we think she's gonna like prolong this / like milk everything that she has? Or
Well,
will this be
we haven't
like
even spoken about the diss tracks. We haven't even
Go
we
for
haven't
it.
even
Fill us
gotten
in.
to the good part. So of course, like Dave Portnoy got involved because like he's the king of the internet.
And the owner of Barstool, if anyone doesn't know who
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
I feel like we talk about him so much on this podcast.
I know,
like,
but
feel
just
like
in
people know.
case.
And so anyway, like they again do this whole podcast together, and first they like he was dragged into it. Like when Brie was like offered this amount of money, like I guess she asked Dave because like Dave is probably like the wealthiest person she knows. So like I would also ask him questions, and so she was like going back and forth with him, and supposedly somehow the lawyers got involved. Like Zach was trying to take Brie's car, and Dave was like, "Oh, pay for the fucking car." Like then they were saying that Zach couldn't wire the money, like they were waiting, and so essentially Dave gets dragged into all this drama, and he's like, "Oh hell no." So he goes off because like we all know like he fucking attacks everyone on the internet like an icon. And so him and Josh Richards put out a diss track.
I've had it stuck in my head all weekend long.
It's iconic. Like it's amazing. And then Warner Music, whatever the fuck it's called, got it taken down because Josh signed a music deal that he had, I guess, forgotten about, thought that it was like gone. And so they took it down for copyright because technically Warner owns all of Josh's music. So then Dave released a second diss track where he essentially calls Zach Bryan the Diddy of country music.
No, and the first one was really bad too.
No, yeah, like they were really
Yeah.
bad, like about
The
how
zingers are great.
all the girls that he gave STDs to, like the Raya stuff, like everything, like him being a loser, him treating Miss Peaches bad, like red flag.
Such red flag.
Miss
I thought
Peaches is
country
Dave's
people were
dog.
like wholesome. Like
Miss
country
Peaches is
artists.
more
Zach
famous
Bryan's
than
been
him.
arrested like 100 times.
For what?
Not 100, maybe like 2 or 3. Just like being a
I
dick.
think DUI was one of them. I don't
Yeah.
really know.
Is he the one that threw the chair
No,
on the
that's
bar?
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! But speaking of
But we
Morgan
kinda stand
Wallen,
Morgan Wallen.
Brie, no. So Brie was saying on the BFFs episode that like the last night we let the liquor talk song was like stuck in her head, and she was like walking down the stairs singing it, and he was like, "What the fuck? Why are you singing another man's song in my house?" Like.
Crazy
Morgan
behavior.
needs to do so. Morgan Wallen, whenever he starts his concerts, like has a walkout. He needs to walk out with Dave Portnoy
And
Joshua
Brianna.
Richards, and Brianna. Has to.
That would be iconic.
Yeah. Morgan's also petty as hell, so I wouldn't be surprised.
No, like please, like I live for internet drama like this. It's amazing.
It's so
I
much
love
fun.
TikTok. You find out so many things.
Literally.
No, and like now they mentioned the whole chair throw. So he threw a chair off of Eric Church's like 6th floor bar. And
That's kind of insane behavior.
He was
Why
drunk.
though? Oh, he was
He
drunk.
was drunk and got upset. It's not an excuse, but like whatever. And so if you go to the Eric Church bar on the 6th floor, there's a plaque on it that says like, "This is where Morgan Wallen threw the chair." Eric and Morgan are like best friends.
I'm dead. I wonder if anybody saved that chair
Probably somewhere.
and like
who knows?
sold it.
Someone took it home. They're like, "Oh my god, a chair in the street."
Ding.
That would be me.
You imagine getting hit by that chair though? The lawsuit would be crazy.
Amazing, but it's okay. Yeah, no, the
You
Lauren
would have had
country
$12
music
million
was crazy.
if you survived.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like looking forward to see what else they put out in terms of this. I don't think Dave's gonna bring out any more songs though. I think the first one was iconic enough.
Yeah, I think the songs will die there. He does, however, have a champagne bottle with Zach Bryan's name on it that he will pop like at Zach Bryan's eventual downfall. He has like a collection.
I'm looking forward to that moment.
I'm looking forward to the moment when I can do that.
He's so petty. I love it.
I don't know. Let's look it up.
That's a good question.
Okay, wait, what sign do we think Dave Portnoy is?
I would say Virgo.
I honestly,
He's
I'm
like a Virgo
flattered.
man. I'm a Virgo.
I'm flattered with that.
March 22nd, so he's
He's a
Pisces
maybe, or an Aries.
Or an Aries? He gives me Aries.
No, I think he's an Aries.
Yeah, that's definitely Aries. If he was a Pisces, he'd be crying all the time.
Damn,
and
I
he's
was
not.
so off.
No, but I don't think you're too wrong.
Yeah, he's an Aries.
He's an Aries.
That makes sense.
Virgo men are crazy.
Demasiado
But
crazy.
Dave, like Aries are like, here's a grenade. Bye.
Yeah, yeah.
That's exactly how Aries people are.
Yeah, he's also like spiteful, which I love. And he's also like so fucking rich that he has so much time on his hands.
I love it.
Yeah, and
Like-
he's so loyal too. So like, if you piss someone off that's like around him, he's going to like at least give support to the people like that are being burnt. You know what I mean?
I love that though.
Yeah.
I feel like we should all have a Dave in our life.
Yeah.
Or we should be the Dave.
Dave Portnoy, if you want to be our friend.
I got some people you can write dis.
Yes, I have so many.
For real,
included two
let
of
me
my
call
exes.
up Ron, and because he writes all these diss tracks. Like Dave's not doing it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
funny,
He has people
though.
to do it.
It's
I think
funny.
all of us have somebody that Dave Portnoy can write a song about.
Oh, please.
I have multiple people.
Me too.
My
Had a
mom
whole
always
album.
says, si las mujeres escribimos un libro, todo sería el mismo libro. Like it's all the same shit. It's all the same experiences.
Shit, I have some girls that he could write about too.
No, me too.
Same. Like if I don't like you, I can't even see you. Like if I see you, like
It's on
like,
site. I'm like, I gotta go.
can't.
You know, I can't look at someone in the eyes if I don't like them.
Me neither.
You
And
never
it's not
look
like
at
a
me
sign
in the
of.
eyes. Okay, she likes me. It's okay.
It's not like a sign of weakness though. It's just like you're so disgusting.
Yeah, like,
that
I can't even look at
don't
you.
even want to look at
Yeah.
you. Like you don't exist anymore.
Yeah. That's very Cancer of you.
I'm a Virgo.
It's okay. Alex is also a Virgo, but she's
Really?
completely a water
Yeah.
sign. I refuse to believe
When's
she's
your
a
birthday?
Virgo.
September 6th, you?
September 11th. Well, our sister sign is Pisces. So that's
Yeah.
why.
That's so funny that your birthday's on 9/11. Not that 9/11 is funny.
Girl,
But
I've
because-
heard it for like 23 years.
Oh, I forgot.
because okay, so I was watching a TikTok of this girl getting ready, and she goes. She's like talking to her husband, but you can't see her husband in the frame, and she's like, I just can't believe that like Brianna like got her birthday ruined by a loser. Like we've all had our birthday ruined by a loser. And then she asks her husband, she's like, has a loser ever ruined your birthday? And he was like, yeah, Osama bin Laden.
I commented on that. I was like, felt. He
I
ruined
feel
my
like I
third
saw
birthday.
your comments on TikTok.
I always see your comments. I'm like, she's so funny.
Besties.
I love her.
And it's funny because I've only ever met Yuli like once before.
It's so crazy when people you know in real life like your TikTok comments, and you're like, oh, Ariana does this to me all the time. I'm
Oh
like,
my god, yes. Or
I'm
you
like,
see their comment
oh,
on
I'm
someone
being
else's. I'm
watched.
like, ooh.
Yeah. Or like the reposts.
Or they like your repost.
the
I love it
repost-
when people like my repost.
My
me
ex
too,
liked
then
the repost that I reposted. I was like,
Iconic. I hope it was targeted at him.
I
it
feel like I was so
wasn't.
quiet about my
It was like some
breakup.
positive shit. I'm like, you're like the worst person I've ever met. Like, why are you liking that?
I feel like I was so quiet about my breakup, but then I got exposed in my reposts. I got texts, hey, why are you reposting this? And I was like, damn it.
Oh
I'm
my
so quiet
god,
about
people are
it.
watching you like that. I love
Well,
it.
no, because like it was coming up on their feed. So they were like, oh wait, why is Alina talking? Oh my God, these two broke up. Like, they two and two together.
I know you told me. I was like, oh.
It's fine.
Oh well, you're having a great time.
I am. It's okay.
We thrive.
It's okay.
But yeah,
you know,
having your
I guess if
birthday
you want to pay me
ruined.
12 million, I'll stay quiet. Honestly, I've been kind of quiet.
I'm gonna check those reposts.
It's okay. I stopped doing it.
Now you know the T's in the repost, everybody.
Yeah, of
The tea
course.
is definitely in the reposts.
Anyway, we'll move on to our other topics rather quickly because we do still want to talk to you and not just things that are going on. Did you guys hear about Spirit and the flight to Haiti that got gunned down?
Yeah, that's just fucking crazy.
Terrifying. And then in pure Gen Z formula, somebody tweeted, it was like the news of Spirit Airlines flight from Florida hit by gunfire while trying to land in Haiti. And somebody goes, flying Spirit to Haiti is crazy. Motherfuckers were on the Fortnite battle bus.
So did somebody in the plane shoot,
The
or
thing
was
is
it
that
they
Haiti's
shot
going
at
through
it?
political unrest.
think
when they were
They're trying to
landing.
kick out their prime minister.
I think someone from the ground.
Yeah. I guess it was somebody important in the Spirit flight that landed.
I don't
And
think
so
anybody important is flying Spirit Airlines.
Maybe they did it to be incognito. I don't know.
I mean, that would
is-
make sense.
Point is that Twitter goes crazy in these moments. Even not to bring up your birthday again, but I started to see like 9/11 memes, and I'm like, oh no, Gen Z, Gen Z's hit the Pentagon.
The 9/11
So
jokes are
unserious.
rampant.
I
Like the
know.
9/11 jokes are not. They're like not a joke. Honestly,
They're so bad.
People take their job seriously.
No, it's insane.
Now, the last thing I saw on Twitter was that Chaperone was upset that Billboard was basically doing their job. Billboard reported that Chaperone has split from her management team, and then she commented, "Y'all suck for this." And people are like reaming her on Twitter, like, "Bro, Billboard's just doing their journalistic job, like entertainment news reporters."
Like, okay, not to shit on Chaperone, but she can't even do her own job, canceling her own shows, and then she's shitting on other people for doing their own job. The girl literally es una gana, o sea, no quiere hacer nada. Por favor,
She's
comportate.
literally
not-
the side that you did was crazy.
Because I was just talking about this with my friend, and I'm just like, she's a talented like artist, you know, and she's just, I don't know, she comes off as ungrateful.
She's not cut out to be
Like,
famous.
if you don't want to be famous, then don't be. You know,
Pull a Hannah Montana, do like a full different, like, I know that she does makeup, but it'll become unrecognizable.
Exactly,
And live the
like-
double life.
you're canceling all your shows. People pay money to go see you, and you can't even show up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like not really like her demographic. Like I like whatever. I listen to her TikTok songs, but I just can't fathom like you're making so much money, you're doing all of these things, and like you're bitching about people writing about you. Like, girl, por favor.
Yeah.
Like there's bigger. Like you probably have definitely bigger fish to fry. Like maybe go to therapy instead of going on Instagram.
Or just don't go on social media.
Like
A lot
there's
of artists
plenty.
don't
There's
run their-
plenty of people who like don't go on social media at all. So like
Yeah.
hire
Yeah.
a social team, figure it out.
My thing is like she probably wanted this so bad, and then now you finally have it, and you're just acting out like that. Like,
Well, she
I don't
does.
know.
She was like an art, like she was like making, or she's been making music for like 10 years. It just popped off now.
Yeah.
Which like should be like such a nice story. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, she worked so hard. And now you're just like, girl, you worked so hard for what?
Every
You're
time
mad
she
all
yells
the
at a
time.
paparazzi person, I'm like, no way, dude. Like, and people are like praising her for it. Like, she's putting her boundaries. I'm like, the paparazzi also have a job to do.
Exactly.
And I think there's a difference between like setting a boundary and, sorry, pero being a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, puta madre, por lo menos es una persona.
every time I hear about her, it's just
Negative, always.
negative, like things like
And it sucks
this.
because her music is great. Like, I listened to her whole album and I was like, oh, this is really, really good. So it just like sucks to have that talent. And then her like, have you seen her yell at the paparazzi like on
I
all
saw.
these red carpet shows?
I'm like, you need to calm down.
You, and she's like pointing like her like 20-inch nail in their face. Like,
And it's not even the yelling at the paparazzi, it's the yelling at her team, que en serio me da pesar. Like her, when they're trying to fix her dress and she like
Oh, she
pulls
yells
it
at
from them. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I don't know if they're her personal team or people that are there that day helping her, but people that help her, she's still so mean to. So I could let it slide if it was to the paparazzi, but to the people around her, they're actively trying to help her. I'm like, okay.
She's also like not that young. So you can't just be like, oh, like she's like young. Like she doesn't
old
get
is she?
it. I think she's like 26.
Oh, we're not that young.
Okay, like
Like frontal lobe has developed.
we know to be like nice to people.
I'm kidding.
chaperone.
Yeah,
is
like if I can
26,
be nice
yes.
to my arch nemesis, she can be nice to everyone else on her platform. I
No,
feel.
no, but I want you to pull a chaperone on your arch nemesis.
Who is his arch nemesis? Can I get the Lord later?
Yeah,
Because now I'm like,
You
what
can
does she
get it
do?
all, you can
Like,
get it all.
She's just mean to Alex all the time, and Alex like isn't mean back to her. That's essentially like the summary.
But like still, like, you know, if us as adults, we can be cordial to
Yeah.
people in our day-to-day life that like are not our cup of tea. I feel like she, as a person that has to set an example for other people, has to be nice, you know, to other people around her, even if she doesn't like them or is annoyed at them, even if they're trying to help them. I don't know. I have so much to say. Chaperone, you're a disappointment.
It's your job. Like,
Yeah.
just work, treat everybody nicely, and then leave. And then don't go on social media. And
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do red carpets, like no one's really forcing you to do red carpets.
Yeah, you're at the level
She
you don't
straight
want to
up
go.
doesn't even have to perform. She could just release music and never be seen and would probably still have a platform.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Sia that had she would cover her face?
Yeah.
Nobody
You're saying
knew
this
like
morning.
what she looked like.
Exactly.
So do that.
The thing is that Chaperone's canceling her shows to go to the red carpet shows. Like she canceled whatever show she had like in London for the VMAs. So she wants to be there. Duh.
So she's taking people's money, basically scamming these people. Like people are buying flights, they're buying tickets, they're buying a hotel, all of that for her to cancel last minute to go to a VMA. That's a Ponzi scheme. That's not like a career. You're a fraud.
Shots fired.
And so that's
She's
pretty
gonna
much
comment on this clip.
I'm sorry. Don't come for me.
She's
bro.
gonna say, y'all suck for this.
I'm having a bad day. Okay.
Honestly, Chaperone, come for me. I'll enjoy it. Alex will cry, but like I'll be laughing. I'll be like,
See.
I would cry, but I'd answer her back while crying.
No, I think if she commented, I would be like, okay, what more? Let's go.
Give us clout.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just doing our jobs.
Yeah. We're just like much like Billboard. We're just reporting on the news that's going on and giving our 2 cents. Anyway, so those are things that we don't really care about. So we're gonna move on to no one cares about La Yuli, but we do.
No one actually cares.
No, but we do so much.
Love that. Thank you guys so much for having me here.
Of
I've been a
course.
little nervous.
Do you feel better now though? We've yapped for like 30 minutes.
Yes, but I'm a yapper, so I'm like, sometimes I need to, don't say that. You know, I don't have
No,
media
don't
training.
say anything. Say
Say
everything.
everything?
Say
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, and then when I get sued, you can pay for my legal fees.
Got you.
eat out my report back.
That's our lawyer client who helps us out with anything that we don't know.
Oh,
We're like,
let's get
are
her-
we allowed to post this? And she's like, yeah, this is good.
Perfect.
We just put out a video that was like talking smack on like past clients, and I was like, can you look at this before we get sued by like multiple people? And she's like, no, you're good. So she watched the whole thing.
You guys
can
posted
always-
already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you guys
one
see-
that- what did our ex clients do that we stayed? Have you
And then
seen
when
that
she
video?
mentioned, because she mentioned something, I was like, wait, I've seen that. I've seen all of your content. And yours, when you do the pura vida shit, I'm like, yo, I'm a pura vida hater too.
It's just like I don't understand. Like it just really like makes me mad that they're so popular and so bad.
Were you the
Like-
one that did the TikTok that's like, it's not pura vida, it's pura...
No, that was Leslie.
No, that was Leslie from Treat Yourself Everywhere. But like that's also crazy. Why the fuck is it Pura Vida?
Pura vida, like it's pura vida.
Yeah.
See, no. I have.
Alex
very
has so many
important-
thoughts about it.
I'm gonna keep it to myself. I've had.
Alex
enough
said it's
today.
cultural appropriation.
It definitely
of
is.
Costa Rican culture.
See?
they're
Like,
not
pull up
even
to Costa
Costa
Rica
Rican.
talking like that.
They're like
Period.
Israeli.
And they're not even good. Like
They're not.
it's like it's just like, for example, Maman, which I'm a big fan. Like I was so scared that it was gonna be another Pura Vida situation. Like all this hype, like everyone hyping it up, and then like you get there and you're like, bitch, what the fuck? Anyway,
Carrot Express is better.
That is true.
I
salad
haven't
is
had
better.
Carrot Express in a long time. Someone told me I should try it for my chicken Caesar salad series.
It's good.
I
The
also haven't
Mexicana
had
salad
it.
is really good from there.
Nice. I also haven't had it in a while, so maybe we should all go after this.
Not Pura Vida.
Anyway, Yuli, for anybody listening who may not know who you are, give us a brief rundown. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
Who the hell are you?
I'm just a girl.
Aren't we all?
We're just 4 girls with access to microphones.
Yeah.
Literally.
So I hate saying this, but I'm a model, content creator. I have a podcast called Dale con Yuli. I've come out in some music videos, and yeah.
No.
I just be
Tell
talking.
us about the music videos.
Well,
Drop names
drop names.
because
was
I
your
know them and I
favorite?
want them to know.
You want me to drop names? I don't like, because Virgo is really humble, but
Okay,
No,
so
me.
I'll say for her. So she was in the Yo
Damn.
Perreo Sola video for Bad Bunny.
no, babe, it was not difícil.
Perdón.
So I've been blessed with the opportunity to like come out in a lot of music videos.
Oh, these things are falling apart.
The biggest one I would say is La Difícil by Bad Bunny. I've done 2 for Jay Wheeler, 2 for Fade. I did one with Anuel. I did one with Quevedo. I've been blessed. I've done pretty cool things.
Okay, talk to us. Like, how did you even get there?
How did I get there? So I started modeling in 2019 and I had braces. So imagine I had like a clear clear braces on the top and then the metal on the bottom. And I started modeling, collabing with photographers and stuff. And I remember I had an agency tell me like, you know, you're really good at what you do, but I can't put you as like the main model because you have braces. And I was like, okay, you know, like I've never let anybody like, how do you say that? Discourage you, discourage myself or whatever. So I was like, well, you know, I'll show you. And then I remember it was 2020, right after the Super Bowl, that I get a call to do like an audition for a music video. And I'm like, for a music video, like an audition? So they have me read out like a script for the Florida project. And I'm like, this is for a music video. Like, whose is this, you know? And I send it in, and the casting director's like, well, they want to meet you. And I was like, bro, they're doing way too much for a music video. Like, this is not, you know? Like, I've done maybe one before. You just show up and whatever. So I pull up to the studio, and it's packed. I walk in. Mind you, I was in school. So I was at FIU. I was finishing a project. So I'm wearing, like, literally jeans, sandals, like, minimal makeup. I pull up to this place. It looked like the entrance of Live, like, on a Thursday. And I was like, yeah, I'm not getting whatever role. So I pull up, and the producer comes down. He's like, are you Yuli? Mind you, the place is packed. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, come up. So I'm there with like a bunch of like directors and stuff. And they look like young, like us, whatever. They're like, oh, did you memorize the script? And I was like, no. And I was like, yeah, I ain't getting shit. So they give me the script. And they're like, okay, act it out. So I start acting out, whatever. And that's when, after they're like, oh, so who's your favorite artist? And I was like, Bad Bunny. And they're like, they start cracking up. And I was like, you guys have never heard of him? And they're like, I was like, you guys have never heard of him? He just did the Super Bowl because it was in Miami that year. And they're like, yeah, this is for his music video. And I'm like, oh my God, I just fucked this up so bad. But I was like, well, fuck it, I already fucked it up. So I just gotta
keep it going, keep the train.
And then whatever, I leave. Well, I try to leave and they're like, no, actually stay. We want you to read out with like, because the whole thing of the music video is like, I'm the mom or like I'm supposed to be like the young mom, but I look like more like her sister. So I'm like taking care of my like little sister, my kid or whatever. And I'm like a video vixen and I'm this and that. It was cool. And then whatever, I walk out and they're like, oh no, can you actually read out with this little girl? And they bring out these 3 little girls and they're like really professional. Like they know their lines and I'm here with a little paper. Like. And then afterwards, I go back to school and I'm at the FIU Green Library doing my project.
Shout out GL.
Yeah, shout out GL. I was doing my project and the guy hits me up. He's like, well, you're booked. And I'm like, booked for what? And he's like, bro. He's like, but don't tell anybody. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm literally sitting with my friends at a table and I can't tell them that I'm gonna be in a music video for Bad fucking Bunny,
I
you
would
know?
have said something. I can't.
Girl, I have to sign NDAs.
Oh, never. 12 million?
Not 12 million. Well, actually, I don't know. Anyways, he had another video that he had done, like Otra Noche in Miami, I think, and he never released it. So one, I didn't want to say it because I couldn't, but also like I didn't want to say it, and then it just never gets released, and then I come off as like, you know, a liar. So yeah, I was driving my friend home, and I was just like, bro, like I can't believe this. I need to say something, but I didn't. And then the next 3 days, I skipped school and was living my Hannah Montana life on set. Bro, when that came out, I remember we filmed it Valentine's Day weekend of 2020. And I wasn't really on like Instagram or anything. My friend's like, what's going on? Whatever. And then he was teasing like his album release. Like after we finished the video. It was a 3-day set. And everybody's sending it to me because I'm like a huge fan, whatever. And I'm just like, if you guys only knew. But I didn't know what the song was called because they would only play like 5 seconds of the video. So like those dancing scenes, like.
You were dancing in quiet?
Yeah.
Like,
or like maybe like a little
audio.
bit. And then they would take it off. And I'm like, I don't know what the song is called or anything. So everybody's sending me the track list and I'm like, oh my God, I'm here. But like, I don't know which one. And that day, it was February 29th, 2020. The video drops and everybody that I know is like waiting for it. And I'm waiting for it with my family. And it felt like New Year's Eve. As soon as my face is in that camera, in that shot, my phone was blowing up. Instagram, calls, texts, everything. They're like, are you the girl in the Bad Bunny video? Is that you? I had someone call my mom, like one of my mom's friends' kids. And my mom's friends called, like my mom was like, hey, is that your daughter in the Bad Bunny video? And that was like the craziest moment ever. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like just seeing myself there.
Did you even tell your mom about the video?
Oh, of course, because I was gonna be gone for 3 days.
Well,
Oh
your
my
NDA
goodness.
girl, who are you supposed to tell? I would have.
Oh my God, imagine they sue me? No, I did tell my mom. I was like, just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool. Do you still
Yeah.
get recognized for it?
You know what? I do. Not lately, but when it like came out, I remember I was at a restaurant and somebody was like, "Oh my God, are you that girl that was in the Bad Bunny video?" And I'm like, y'all really pay attention to that shit? Like, y'all really pay attention to music videos like that? Or I've been somewhere where they're playing it and I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny.
I think I saw your story one time, or like you made a TikTok of, you know how Lady Gaga has that quote of like, you will always hear me like in a coffee shop. Baby,
It was
I
a
don't know,
Taylor
something.
Swift that was like, and he only thinks of me only when I'm on TV.
There we go.
But yeah, it's cool. I've had people be like, oh my God, you're always on my fucking TV. Like, when it first came out and then I started getting a lot of music videos, they would be like, damn, like I put autoplay and your ass is always on there. Like, I was like, I'm haunting you forever.
There we go. So that one music video led to obviously much more.
Yes. Yeah, it did. Honestly, it's been great. It's been great. I haven't done one in a while, but it's pretty cool. Like, you know, I feel
It's like a very casual.
because I don't know. Like, I feel like if someone else would be like, oh, I'm the girl from the Bad Bunny video, but I'm like, I'm shy. Like, you know, like obviously it's me. Like, I've been on site where people are like trying to flex on me, and then someone mentions it, and then they think I'm just like in the background or something, and they pull it up in front of me, and then they're like, wait, this whole thing is about you. But it was a really cool experience.
Is he nice?
He
Did you meet
actually
him?
is
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. He's very humble too. He has really soft hands. He has really soft hands.
Green flags all around.
Green flags. Very nice guy. Very sweet. I got to kiss him on the cheek. A lot of times because we were fucking up the seat. He's really funny though. I was so nervous. But I was, honestly, they told me, they were like, you need to be as calm as possible. Like, you can't freak out. And I've always been pretty good with that. Like, with celebrities, I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, I'm here to work. But I remember he walks in and I'm like, oh my God, that's him, like in my mind. And I had to tell him, I was like, look, I'm a huge fan. He's like, oh, thank you. I was talking to him in English at first and he was like,
No te entiendo.
he's like, mi amor, háblame en español. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it was a good experience. It was cool.
So besides that one, what other music videos have been like really cool to do?
Fade, it was called Remix Exclusivo. And then that one led to one called Niña Bonita with Sean Paul. So that one was really cool too. They like hooked us up to this machine and they carried us out of the water. Like me and the guy that I was like my co-star. It was really scary, I'm not gonna lie. We were like in this pond or lake or whatever, and we were in the water at night and they hooked us up. And the guy that actually hooked us up, he was like, oh, I've hooked up J-Lo. And I'm like, well, if you hooked up J-Lo, I don't think I'm gonna die. So, and we're like hugging and we're like up in the air at night. So that was really cool.
No, it's me. Sorry.
Jay Wheeler, it was called SOS. That one was really cool. And then I did one with Quevedo called, I forgot what it was called. La Cone or something. And it was with two other artists. It was with Mora as well and then another artist that I forgot. But I actually had to drive Quevedo on the turnpike. Yeah.
Yo, your side quests go crazy.
I know. I had to drive Quevedo on the turnpike. It was rainy in a vintage Mercedes convertible that was rented for the video with the guy that's renting it in another car watching us. So imagine, I'm taking all the fucking like potholes. I'm like driving. It's raining. I'm talking to this dude because I like his music. But when I get nervous, like obviously I'm fluent in Spanish, but when I get nervous, like the Spanish just goes away. Like I turn no sal. And this guy's from Spain.
Turn no sabo.
This guy's from Spain. So I'm like here, like talking Spanglish to him, and he's not understanding. And then, but hey, he's nice too. He's a really nice guy. So I drove him. I don't know why they allowed me to drive. But okay.
That is so
Was you
cool.
driving part of the music video?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't his escort or anything. Like I was just.
I was like, damn, girl.
Te tenían de chofer, literal, te iba a decir.
I don't know why they allowed that, but hey.
Iconic though. Side
That is
quest
so cool.
complete.
I can't wait to have kids and like show them like, oh, look at all this stuff.
They're
I've
gonna be
done.
like, my mom is the hot girl in the music video.
So Yuli, you also have your own podcast. So tell us a little bit about that. Because I feel like Spanish music and being in all of these things are like really intertwined into like who you are.
So yes, I have a podcast. It's called Dale con Yuli. It's Spanglish. And I interview artists, Spanish artists. I've done release parties where I like go interview the artists, interview the people there. I've done an album release party. You know.
We know.
We know. The infamous release party. But anyways, it was a really good experience. And yeah, I want to bring it back. I took like a little hiatus. I broke my wrist, started school. But I feel like I'm ready. So thank you guys for having me.
Oh my God, of course. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing in school. Because I feel like Right, like the typical like content creator model, like the stereotype is that you don't know anything, and yet here you are, like you're doing your master's. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm Hannah Montana. So during the day,
Wow, with the wig.
you imagine? I got a blonde wig. I should have brought it today. You imagine? I pull up with a blonde wig to the audience. No, so I am getting my master's in behavior analysis. And with that, you can basically work with kids with special needs and create the treatment plans for them so that their therapist can implement. So, you get to better their life and their family's lives. So, yeah.
So all of this really is just like a massive side quest for you.
My whole life, bro. Just be doing shit. Like, I've done commercials. You know what's crazy? I was at work once, and so I'm a behavior therapist as well. So I was at work, and my client is like 12, 13 at the time. And I'm in the class, and we had just finished the session. I was doing some things on my computer, and I hear these girls like talking and like giggling and like looking at me, and I'm like, well, whatever. Like, you guys are like in seventh grade. Like, well, I don't care. I'm an adult. Like, you can't be me. And then I step out. I come back in, and the teacher's like, hey, can I ask you a question? And I was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, the girls are saying that you come out in music videos, and I was like, bro, at that very moment, like, I want to die. I was mortified. And I was like, yeah. I was like, in my head, I'm like, I wonder which one they saw. Like, I hope it wasn't the Bad Bunny one where I'm like a Playboy bunny, like, please. And they turn their laptop, and it's literally my face smiling. So I couldn't be like, no, it's not me. And I was like,
I don't know who that is.
Can you imagine? I don't know.
You start gaslighting
I don't know her.
Yeah, you're like, I have a twin sister. I swear that's not me.
I should have though, but I got so red. And I was like, yeah, that is me. And she's like, wow, that's awesome. I was like, yeah. And I was like, but that's like my out of work life, like I don't do this while I'm here. And she's like, no, that's so amazing. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, but like, don't tell anybody, please. But yeah, the staff then found out and they would ask me.
Oh no.
Yeah. But hey.
It's okay. Has that like ever interfered with what you do, I guess, full time or not really?
No, thankfully no. Like I only do that stuff when I can, but work always comes first. And I just feel like also like whatever I do in my personal life and like on my own time is my business. I'm not here influencing children to do stuff. Like I had someone ask me like, they're like, oh, so how do you feel about reggaeton? Like degrading women and stuff. And I'm just like,
oh my God.
First of all, I didn't write the song. I didn't write it. It's music.
You said I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I'm here doing my job. And honestly, none of the videos that I've ever come out in have been degrading towards women. They've never had me do anything. One, I wouldn't allow it, but they've never had me do anything questionable or like done anything degrading. So I'm just like, I didn't write the song. Ask the fucking artist I wrote it, not me. Like, you wouldn't ask Future. Why? You wouldn't ask him that, so don't ask me.
Facts.
But yeah.
No, but that is so cool. I mean, I was about to ask, like, has Bad Bunny or Christine, like, ever tried to call you back or, like, any of these artists? Because I feel like Bad Bunny's kind of in his flop era. Sorry. What are your thoughts on that?
No, he hasn't, personally. I do sometimes reply to stills, like, oh, my God, fire, whatever. Funny story, when we were on set, I didn't, because he doesn't show his face. And he, like, the creative director, his name's Stills. He doesn't show his face or anything. So I'm just there chilling on set and like, he's young. So I was just there talking to him. He's like, oh, my name is, I don't want to say his name out here, but he's like, my name is, I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And then someone comes over and they're like, oh, Stills. And I'm like, oh, it was you. But what was the question? I'm like.
I was asking you if you think that Bad Bunny's in his flop era.
Do I think, oh, you see how I was trying to get away from that question?
Well, I think he just hasn't released no music since last year.
Yeah.
You know?
I also think no one got over how expensive the tour tickets were.
Yeah, the tour was expensive.
I'm still not over the fact that he's with Kendall Jenner.
Ya
Are they still together?
No, I think they're broken up.
Because I heard she was with Devin Booker again.
I know. I heard she got back together with Devin Booker, which I kind of ship. I liked them together from the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like we always knew that Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner was a PR stunt, like for the show and for his music.
Who was that PR for though? Like,
I think
it wasn't doing good for anybody.
But okay, you have to be like completely serious. For us, cultured people, cultas, la gente culta, we knew who Bad Bunny was. Pero los gringos, they really did not know. And like, yes, he was super big in the entire world, but he really blew up after Kendall Jenner. Like this past year and the year before have been the biggest year for him in the United States specifically, which is why like his prices went up and things like that. And then also the Kardashians, they had the full episode in Puerto Rico. So it's like, I feel like it helps them because it's like, I know, see, we like to
They had an
like mix
episode in Puerto Rico?
culture. I think so.
Yeah, so
The Kardashians are also in their flop era, like
have been.
hard.
No, honestly.
They
and
really
like
have
the
been.
tourism board in Puerto Rico sponsored a whole episode to try to up tourism in
What?
Puerto
Is it
Rico.
out?
I think so. I don't know. I don't
never
watch them.
watched
but
it.
I don't
that's
either.
what-
I haven't
Pero-
watched the Hulu show since the breakup with
This
Pete
shit is so
Davidson.
boring, bro.
I know.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually going to disagree with you. I don't think these past 2 years have been his biggest years. Like, that man did not sell out the last tour that he was on.
He didn't.
No.
Really? Because Miami was packed.
There were
The
still
Miami tour, but like people in like the random cities that like have a lot, like have like good Latino populations, like people were like getting tickets like day of,
Like 20 minutes before 'cause they were, like, still there.
Ticketmaster
Damn.
dropped them to like $50.
Even in
like,
Miami, that did not sell out. Like, the tickets were still going, like, when the concert was starting. Because I was like, they're $100. Like, maybe I'll go. I really hated this last album, but, like, maybe. And they were still, like, plenty of seats available.
Wow.
That I did not know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
would say
I'm-
One Verano Sin Ti was his biggest
I like this
stadium
album.
tour.
I like this album too.
Too. No, but
I
he's
did
a lot
not.
more recognized in like Gringolandia. You know,
course.
like with all the gringos. Like, why would he go to Utah? He went to Utah, I think, or something like Wyoming. Uno de esos como que.
Because there's a lot of Hispanics over there.
I thought
A
there
lot
were
of Mexicans.
Mormons. No,
There's a lot of
I'm
Mexicans
so
over
confused.
There aren't the two things could
There's
be true.
also like a lot of pockets of like Central American. Girl, you should know this. You're people.
Where are you
Sí,
from?
Nicaragua, pero it's like
Wow.
I feel like where I was going,
You
I
literally
was
went to school
like,
in Indiana.
sí, pero
How
como que
was
that's
that?
only university. It was amazing. It was so much fun. Yeah, but like to like live forever, I'm like, not really.
I want to go to Utah and try the soda shops.
Me too. They're opening.
one in
They're opening one in
Orlando.
Orlando. They're opening
Oh,
a
really?
swig.
We
Yeah.
should go.
Let's go.
Road trip.
We should. Honestly, we should.
Who would you guys ship Bad Bunny with?
I heard he was back with Gabriela.
I would kind of ship them together. To
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
honest.
me too.
I always
really
felt like he
did
was going
like
to come out with Taylor Swift or something. Like when they took that picture, I was like, this would be really funny.
No, it's just I personally get like annoyed when, and there's like a lot of parallels like in all these kinds of cultures. Like when you kind of like betray your people. I felt that when he went on Rolling Stones and said, I actually didn't really mean anything that I wrote about El Apagón. Like, how do you
Yeah.
make a 20-minute documentary about the gentrification in Puerto Rico and be like, I was just a little mad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even Puerto Rican, and even I felt that one, you know? So for him to go with like the most papa sin sal bitch on the planet, like you could have had any other white girl.
She
I
looks
don't
like
know,
she like is.
And also, they have a history of culture appropriating. Sorry to cut you off.
she also
Yeah.
just looks like she is a pancake in bed, like pillow princess.
I feel like she's
Yeah.
just like, why are you taking me here? Like,
Yeah,
why
so like of
here?
all people, you went with the people who like, I don't know, like the whole thing just like really turned me off. And then for him to sing about how they're fucking in Courtney's house, I was like, I don't need to hear any of
Did you
this.
see that video of him? It was him and Kendall, and then Kim was there, and Kim was like trying to get his attention. I was like, I know
I
you
didn't see
want
that video.
No.
They were at a Drake concert, I think, or something like that.
yes, I know
But-
what you're talking about.
She's like trying so hard to get his attention. I'm like, honestly, I would have expected her to date him instead of Kendall, but
I guess. I don't know. It's just, he's like really turned me off on like many, many fronts. Like I think now, like the other day, oh my God, what's that song called? Enséñame a bailar. I was like singing it in my head. Enséñame a bailar came on my Spotify and I was like, wow, it's been so long since I hear it. And I had to like, Alina, it's okay to listen to the whole album again. Like that's how upset I was about this whole thing. Yeah.
so when you saw the Gucci ad, you were like,
I was like, fuck
him.
this. Yeah. When every time I've seen him out with her, I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, good. I'm so glad that actually your concert did not sell out.
Well,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, I'm not mad at you. If you want to date me, mira, yo estoy soltera, yo hablo inglés, español, estoy aprendiendo francés, lo que vos querrás, amigo. I'm not mad at you.
I just like I don't know, like Kendall of all people.
Yeah. Just the whole thing.
Just like she gives nothing.
She really does.
She literally gives airhead. O sea, literalmente airhead.
just gives off like paint, just trying.
But her house in that AD tour, como que architectural digest, I was like,
Her house is really nice.
yo quiero esa casa. Pero she doesn't deserve it.
When you guys saw that he endorsed, not to get political, but he endorsed Kamala Harris, and I saw a commentary where people were like, "Oh yeah, that guy that dated Kendall Jenner." So I guess their PR did work. They're like,
I
"Oh,
guess.
Bad Bunny, the guy that dated Kendall Jenner." And
But
I'm
is that
like,
good PR though? Like the guy who dated Kendall Jenner?
It was like gringos talking about him, so I was
get
like,
it.
"Damn."
I don't know. Anyway, back to you.
Talking about myself, guys. I feel like I want to date.
don't. I love talking
Tell me about yourself.
you. So tell me, you know, obviously you are bilingual. Your podcast is also bilingual. Why do you think it's like really important to like remain to like your Spanglish roots?
Because I feel like if it wasn't in Spanglish, it wouldn't be me. I grew up, like I learned Spanish from listening to my family. You know, I didn't learn Spanish professionally. So it's happened where I'm here with like artists that their first language is Spanish. Let's say they're Venezuelan, they're Colombian. And I'm here saying a bunch of disparates and saying shit wrong or whatever. And I just play it off. I laugh and they laugh. But it's like, that's my essence, you know? At first, I always wanted, because I went to college for broadcast media. There's a lot of lore to me, okay?
And we want to know all of it.
I went to school for broadcast media, and I always wanted to work, let's say, in Telemundo or Univision. But that wasn't going to happen, because my Spanish, it's not bad, but it's not, like, professional.
It's not neutral.
You speak
It's not
Miami
neutral.
Spanish.
Exactly. And it's not that I don't speak Spanish. Like, if you put me around a bunch of viejitos right now in Calle Ocho, I will talk to them. They'll understand me. Everything's great. But when you put me, like, in a professional setting to speak Spanish, I'm like, you know? So I've had on my podcast where I'm saying things that I'll throw in the Spanglish to, like, cover my ass and stuff. But they're like, I don't know what she's saying. But they laugh because, you know? Because, yeah, so I feel like a lot of people identify with me in Spanglish. So whoever doesn't like it, you don't have to listen.
That's okay. Who have you had on your podcast?
Who have I had on my podcast?
Not Young Miko.
Who's your favorite guest?
Other people.
My favorite guest, I would have to say Gonzi. He's a Miami artist. He's now blowing up in Spain. Well, he's pretty poppin', but he's blowing up in Spain. And I was actually in a music video of his, and then I had him on the podcast. And it was just great to go from, like, being a model in a music video to having him on my set, on my platform, and asking him and getting to know him. And he also has, like, that Miami feel because he's from here, he grew up here. So I feel like he was one of my favorite guests that I've had so far. Oh, and also Lely Hernandez. She's a Dominican. She's also from Miami. Singer, songwriter, actress. Yeah, and actually on my podcast, I was like, one day you're gonna play J-Lo in like a movie or a TV show, and she actually just announced that she's gonna play J-Lo. So I was like, I'm a predictor.
She's a
Okay,
witch.
so what can you manifest for us right here?
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy.
Honestly,
That would be so
Dave,
cool.
please come on this. Oh my god, I would love that.
And
If
bring
we
Miss
tag-
Peaches.
If we tagged him, I think he would. I think
he
he'd come.
would.
Why not? He lives like in Miami, no?
You can pull up.
I'm shit. If you're down, Dave, let's go. I have so many questions.
Yeah, me too.
Can I come? I want to.
I love that.
Yes.
This is someone Alex knows who this is.
Thank God.
Yes, I think, yes. Bless your soul, Dave Portnoy. I know who you are. Thank you.
I love that.
For those listening and not understanding, we put out an episode where she didn't know who Dwayne Wade was.
That was actually
Now I
kind of
do.
crazy.
He's my bestie now, so.
Yeah, he commented on our
He
TikTok.
commented
guys.
on the video.
I saw it. I was like, damn.
I was driving and I was late to the bridal shower that I was at because I was like, "Ah," and I was
That is
like
so
texting
fucking
everybody.
cool.
Like, that is so cool. Do we think it's him or his social media team? I don't know yet.
I think it's him.
I don't know. Dwayne Wade, report back. Is it really you?
If you guys were celebrities, would you run your accounts?
I think I would.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
would
think-
have someone running it, but then I would also like log in periodically. But I don't know if I could take like the constant. Like I hate having notification on my phone.
Me too.
So I don't think I could be able to like go through it. I would have to have someone else do like
I would
actually
have.
go
I would
through
like
it.
hire a social team, and then I would just like have access to it if I like needed it.
Yeah, I feel like I should do, like I would do that. But I also feel like I'd be like Cardi B, like going off on like, yeah, that's why you look like that. and then I get canceled.
I already do that, and I don't even have a platform.
The haters that Lexi gets are crazy.
No, like
Crazy.
Why?
me and my
Is it
little
pura
600
vida?
followers.
Put
Honestly,
out yeah, in their fake accounts.
it might.
In their staff meetings, they're like, make an account and hate on her.
I'm
Facts.
convinced that the latest, I forgot her name,
Francis.
is somebody.
Well,
from
no,
the
she
Pura Vida
is.
team.
She's someone. Her man is one of the owners of Cowie Burger. Girl, 2 seconds on Instagram and you can fucking know that it's like, her Instagram was public. Like it's not anything crazy. And at the same time, if you have the audacity to come in my TikTok comments and be a fucking asshole, like don't fucking provoke me because I will be an asshole right the fuck back.
What do you think about Skinny Louie's?
I haven't tried it yet.
It's really good. I tried it.
So everyone in my like, okay, so my comments were actually really split. People were like, Skinny Louie is amazing. It's the greatest thing ever. And then some people were like, the same thing with Skinny Louie. Like it's not good. But
Yeah, I've
the
also
friends,
heard both.
like I have friends who went to Skinny Louie and they're like, no, like Skinny Louie super good. There's another new smash burger place that I will be trying for my TikTok. Stay tuned.
Lala's.
No, but I want to go there too.
I do too. I'm so happy that Tacos and Tattoos got from Lincoln's.
Well, Tacos and Tattoos used to be so good when it was in the original spot in Sable Chase.
right?
And then when they moved to Killian, like the quality of the food just was not the same.
It's not good. I've gone like a few times and I keep trying to give it my...
And like unfortunate, like so when they were in Sable Chase, they had like the corner spot. But the OG people know that they had like another little corner store and it was 3 tables. And like the parents were so involved. Like the mom would show up with like the 6 packs of beer because like they only had 4 tables. They would sell the 12 beers and like that was it. And that's when the food was amazing. And then it got like mainstream and overhyped. And it's like I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's like definitely not what it used to be.
I haven't been there in so long.
I've never been there, so.
It's really south. I'm
Yeah,
not surprised that
you don't venture down to Kendall.
Yeah, I hate going down there. It's so far.
It's okay. Yuli lives even more south, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Trust me. I know. I have a lot of fun facts about me. My birthday's 9/11. I'm super far.
If you could live anywhere in Miami, where would it be?
Where would I live?
If money didn't matter.
I don't know if I'm getting into like my wife era, but probably like one of those really beautiful houses in like Coral Gables.
I live in
love
Coral
the Gables.
Gables.
Oh yeah?
See.
Like something like that. With like a big house and have like a bunch of kids and stuff. Yeah. Or actually no, by Key Biscayne. I just did a commercial and we shot in a house in Key Biscayne. Bro, it was beautiful and it was so close to everything. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a modern house. Like it was still like, I don't know, it had a lot of like character.
Like OG Miami architecture.
Yes, like it wasn't like gray. Even though I like love gray, but it was like a lot of like the decoration was great. The location was great. So probably there. Yeah.
¿Qué te iba a preguntar? I forgot. You started talking and then I got distracted by thinking about what this house could look like.
I'll show you. The staircase is beautiful.
Okay. So you said that you're in your wifey era. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm single. Oh my God. Well, okay. How do you say this? Like you're talking.
You're situationing.
I hate that fucking word. And
You're dating, but you're not
boyfriend.
boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
No one has wiped you up yet.
No. I
Wife
only
her
wear
up
a ring
now.
here because it fits here, but no, nobody has wiped me up because they're all disgusting, okay? And they just want to be on Raya. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm 26, so I feel like, damn, I should, start settling down. But the market is so bad out here.
Horrible.
Yeah.
The
And
market is so bad.
you have plenty of time. I'm 29 and I feel like I'm starting over again. So it's okay.
Really?
You have time. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is there like a certain type of like Hispanic or like, what's your type? That's my question. I was about to get
I know
specific.
Christine's laughing because she knows my type. Oh my God. Oh my God. Christine, how would you say what is my type?
She likes an athlete.
Oh.
Like tall, dark, and handsome.
You can't see her, but Christine is on the ones and twos over there, giving her 2 cents.
All right, so an athlete.
Okay, not just an athlete, like a man that's 6 foot and up, because I'm 5'8". I like to wear heels. So I'm already like 6 feet with heels, like, I like big shoulders. I like an athletic build. Normal guy. Just
An
normal
athlete.
guy. You could be a lawyer.
So would you date a professional athlete?
Oh my God, I'm sweating here. I ventured into it. It was not a great experience. I'm trying to be as...
Is this where the Raya PTSD comes up?
Yeah, definitely.
It's okay. Alex matched with somebody from the Savannah Bananas.
Sí. Tiene
Savannah Bananas?
bigote.
Are you on Raya?
No.
Oh.
What was the one that you were trying to get into? Was it Raya?
There's a new one called
Sí.
Blush.
Oh.
They're bringing it here to Miami. They're having like a party or whatever.
I want to be on Raya because Chase Crawford is on Raya, and I'm
Are
like,
you gonna match with Zach Bryan?
no. No. Not even if he paid me $12 million.
Oh.
You imagine?
I wouldn't. I'd be
She
like,
starts
sorry.
dating Zach Bryan.
Es que es feo y es tóxico. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Like, they has no redeeming
Pick
qualities.
a struggle, bro. Either be toxic or
Literally.
be ugly. You can't be both.
Yeah, no, absolutely not him. Because for me, it's like, okay, obviously, wow, how cool to like match with a celebrity. But I also have standards, and he
No, of
doesn't meet them.
course.
Like, not even personality
the
wise.
money can't blind the everything else.
So like, he seems like he was a shitty boyfriend. I didn't know who he was before being a chicken fry, and he's ugly. Entonces, como que Swipe. Whichever
short.
side is no,
He's short?
swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
Bro,
like 5'8".
tripper want me, no.
You see, these fucking 5'8" men, they are evil. They are mean. They are always angry.
It's because they're
the
angry that they're
insecurity.
short.
It's the insecurities.
Yeah, no.
Like I never see like a 6'3" guy like mad, you know?
I have.
Oh, I have.
Really?
My ex.
Oh damn.
My ex. 6'1".
Damn.
6'1".
No, I don't even know how much like tall my ex was, pero
Like I'm not a
he was tall and a bitch, so it doesn't really matter.
been there. It's not that I hate short men. I don't hate them because, you know, growing up I was always a tall girl, you know. So I have had a boyfriend that was 5'8". Was it ideal? No, because
Because then you couldn't wear heels.
Oh my god, I had a boyfriend. His mom was like, "Oh my god, they don't make a good couple because they're the same height." And I was like, "Yeah, I never want to be with your son ever again." I actually,
Jesus.
so I have natural. Oh my god, this story pisses me off. But I have naturally curly hair, and one day she looks over at me and she's like, "Oh my god, if you guys have kids, I'm gonna have to start braiding." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "This is like the most racist comment I've ever heard." And my smart ass was like, "Well, you know why I love my curly hair? Because I know a lot of people like to curl their hair." And she was like, "Oh," because she used to like curl her hair with like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Men and
Yeah.
their toxic ass fucking moms. Like, ew.
no, literally, I
My
can't.
ex's mom was crazy. Like I just got PTSD because he said that. Yeah, she would text me and be like, "He's still in love with you. Like, you should get back together." And I'm like,
How was she when you guys were in a relationship?
she was obsessed with me.
Aw.
But then she also let the girl that he was cheating on me with in her house. So, like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, I just like got hot for you. Oh my god.
It's okay. I'm like really over
She's
it.
not a girl's girl.
That's insane.
Well, if he likes side pieces, it's because his mom is one.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You're not wrong though, so.
You're not. Was she a side piece? Though? Oh no, when did she allow it?
What's
She's
her
never
Yeah.
done that.
You ask her what's her sign?
No, like, she's a side piece for real. She's like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know how to recover from this one. Jesus.
That's why, because she's been there, done that.
I feel like that may be the most iconic line that we have ever heard on this podcast.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna
Wow, I got hot flashes. I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten hot flashes a couple times on this podcast.
I would just like to say that my current boyfriend's mom would literally never, Cookie, you're an icon. I love you so much.
Oh, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
She is. She likes to be, tough, pero
I hate men, but I'm in a
enamorada.
relationship.
está enamorada.
Cute.
No, that entire family, they're all very, very nice.
No, we love her.
Yeah.
You have to clarify that it's
Not her.
No, no. Honestly, they listen to this podcast.
Can you imagine?
Okay, so we're gonna move into the last segment of this podcast because I don't know how to top that one. All right, Yuli. So you're just gonna tell me like hit or miss. We have a few topics here for you, okay? So hit or miss, Country Bay Music Festival. I know you're a country girly.
Miss, because I don't like being around crowds.
Valid. I'm gonna say a little bit of both. I had a lot of fun, but I'm not sure if it's worth the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go, but I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah. Okay.
It looked fun on Instagram.
No, I had a blast. Now, would I spend $1,000 for VIP for a 2-day thing? No. But, that's just me. Sorry. Okay, hit or miss. Have you seen the outfits for Wicked? Are you like on that side of TikTok or not really?
I'm not.
That's okay. Lexi, Alex, are you guys?
Hit because I feel like I forgot both of their names, but the Glenda.
Ariana and Cynthia.
Whoa, I don't know how I forgot their names. They're like accidentally matching. Like they just don't.
Girl,
they
it's
show
not
up
accidental.
They don't talk. No, because I just saw an interview and they were like, no, we don't like talk to each other about this. They just show up and they're coordinating on
Okay,
accident.
so
sure their
so they
stylists
don't
do.
speak. The stylists speak. There's a whole like.
But
There's a
yeah,
whole
but how
wardrobe department
cute.
for the press release, like
but
for
how
the release.
cute that like they don't they
I
don't
want to be
know,
as naive
you know
as
what I
Alex
mean?
one day.
She has this innocence to her.
What is it that Danny Ponce said? I want to be Alex's level of unbothered on everything.
Teach me.
Okay, Lexi, this one was kind of for you, but I'll let Yuli answer first. Hit or miss Aritzia?
Miss.
Oh, why?
Just overpriced.
Valid.
Interesting. I had such a great experience for the first time. I went to Aritzia for the first time on Monday. Yesterday.
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And Anyway, I had a really good time. The girl who helped me was so nice, and I found a really cute dress, and like I didn't think it was that expensive for like what I got.
That's the one in Aventura, right?
Yeah.
So I walked in there with my friend because we had just left F1 and we were going somewhere else and I need an outfit. And I walk in and I see a shirt for like $80. I was like, yeah, fuck that. Maybe I'm a cheap ass bitch. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, I didn't look at the shirts. I like strictly went to the dresses because I needed a dress.
What type of dress was it?
It's like a nice like cocktail like mid-length, and it was like $150.
Okay.
Which is like not cheap, but it's definitely like good material, and it's not like fucking Zara because it's gonna fall off and like I'm gonna fucking wash
you
it.
could have gone to Zara.
Wash it and the zipper's gonna come off.
My thing is like my vice are purses.
Me too.
Same.
So I love like I'll spend, but like clothes, I'm like whatever.
Yeah.
I also just needed a dress, and now I'm gonna use it for like.
No, I'm not hating on you.
No,
I
but
love
like
you and your $150 dress.
Also, I'm pissed because I went to Zara and I was so excited. I bought this beautiful skirt and it had a zipper on the side, and the shit fucking. I hadn't even like. It was the first time I wore it, and the zipper just fully like snapped. I was like,
Yeah,
well.
Zara's giving Forever 21 and Shein.
Why are the
nowadays.
people at Zara mean? Like you ask them for help and they're like, I'm like, okay.
"You work at Zara, calm down."
Yeah.
Literal.
Anyway, hit or miss. John Summit's EDC Orlando intro. Did you hear about this? Do you like Tiki Tiki?
I don't like tiki tiki music, but actually, okay, it's not that I don't like it. It's not that I'm gonna go and play it, but if it's playing, then whatever. But
Do you want to explain the lore?
explain.
Okay, so his intro was to the like he like AI'd Kanye's voice, and it was like, I miss the old Summit. And then like in part of it was like, I hate the new Summit, like the dating influencer Summit. And then he went straight into his song Trip, I think that's what it's called. And then like Ashton made a like
I saw that.
response TikTok, and she's like, when you don't go to EDC but you're still mentioned. I was like,
When you're so brought up on stage.
yeah, I really like would love to know if there's beef. Like my friends are really split. My friends are like, oh no, he's just like shouting her out like they're still together, and like some people are like, oh no, there's definitely beef.
I think they're together.
I'm falling on the side that there's beef.
No, I think there's beef now that you told me. Because if you're saying I miss like the old
That's
Summit before,
exactly.
Oh, I
it's kind of like a diss.
And people have also been shitting on him because like his old music was a lot better than his new music. Like he fucking dropped this whole ass album and it was pretty bad. But whatever. That's
I just thought that the I Hate the New Summit was like him making fun of his haters kind of thing.
Oh.
That's why I
It
didn't
could
take
also
it.
be
It's not why I
interpreted
didn't
as
take
that.
it as that he was like dissing Ashton Earl. Yeah.
Because that could also be, isn't that how Kanye West like did
Yeah.
it? Like kind of like, oh, I hate the old Kanye.
Yeah. That's why he was like, oh, like fuck this. Like
And maybe
aquí me
she's just
quedo.
going along
Yeah.
with it.
That's what I thought.
I know it could be. It could like be both. I don't know. I kind of like them together.
John Summit, report back. We want to know. And then our very last hit or miss. I know we already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Dwayne Wade commenting on our reel.
Big hit.
Hey.
It's okay. We need to get Dave Portnoy to comment on our stuff. John Summit. Who else?
Bring
Chaperone.
Ashton. Bring
Ashton.
Alex.
See, that would be so cool.
Ladies, if you want to come on our podcast, just let us know. But thank you so much, Yuli, for being on. I know we yapped a lot. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the No One Cares podcast. If you want to find out more content, follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at @ATOZ_social. Bye, everyone.
Bye.